Just so you know, by day I work at the Lego factory in Berlin. By night I'm a dominatrix machine. Go figure.
Welcome to Keep It in the Circus. I'm Monkey, and with me as always is boss of Tigerbot Hesh. If you are not familiar with our antics, please make sure your car can do 88 miles per hour, you have 65 Encyclopedia Britannicus, and you know how to make ramen noodles, because we don't really know what's going to happen. Pretty much ever. So let's get right to it, shall we? Hesh, why don't you come sit down?
Quiet, Monkey. I think there is an animal loose in here or something. It smells pretty much like a dead rat that ate 3 dead rats, then took a big dump and lit it on fire. What are we going to do about this smell?
Oh, that's nothing, Hesh. Let's have a word from the sponsors. Smells pretty much like shit.
Hello there. I'm Jasper McDonald for Baltic Avenue Motorsports. Let us fix you up with your next vehicle. Looking for a car? We have them. Looking for a truck? Check. Looking for a serial rapist van? Nope, just kidding. Now on the lot is a 1979 Datsun. It's original, baby. You can stick at least 4 dead hookers in the trunk if you really wanted to. We can also take your children as trade. Just kidding, but the exact opposite of kidding. Don't have any credit, because you don't belong in this country. No problem, our fine establishment will work with you. Look us up in the phone book, or stop by Baltic Avenue Motorsports, where bukkake is as good as money.
Thank you, Jasper McDonald. Good old trusty Jasper.
I bought a car there once.
What happened?
There was a dead body in the trunk.
Jesus Christe. Tu madre tiene sexo con mi perro.
Your Spanish sucks, Monkey. Did you not pay attention in seeing your son's Spanish class in high school?
The only things I learned in high school Spanish was cuss words and limericks. Speaking of limericks, we haven't had any on the show in a while. Hesh, please share your favorites.
Here goes. There once were 2 men named Uncle Jesse. One never let his hair get too messy. They ran into luck when their white pickup truck hit Bob Saget on accident, more or lessy. There once was a doctor named Phil. He'd solve all your problems at will. Till one day, when he found his ass flat on the ground as I beat him to death with a George Foreman grill. There once was a man named Kelsey Grammer. Boy, I hate that fucker.
Yes. Yes, indeed. When I was a child I used to have a He-Man action figure, but I used to chew on his head and arms and legs. After I chewed off his nose I got sad, but then I learned to cope with it, and decided to chew his fingers off.
I like corn.
Okay, Hesh. How about a riddle? I have 3 coins that add up to 76 cents. All these coins are in circulation today, and one is not a penny. What are they?
A dime, a 50-cent off coupon good for an ass waxing at Wigs and Tan, and a limited edition 16-cent piece with Monica Lewinsky on heads and Bill Clinton on tails. 76 cents. Does anyone have any cyanide they want to get rid of, or any rapies?
Next up we have another installment with the Megalomaniac. Roll it, Chachi.
Hello folks. Megalomaniac here with a typical shitty news segment with some added commentary, to hopefully brighten your otherwise bleak and miserable existence. 2010 is about to end, and we at Keep It in the Circus would like to thank you for another year of worthless internet memes. A meme is a postulated unit of cultural ideas, symbols or practices, which can be transmitted from one mind to another through writing, speech, gestures, rituals or other imitable phenomena. Supporters of the concept regard memes as cultural analogues to genes, in that they self-replicate, mutate and respond to selective pressures. Getting right to the list. Number 1. Vuvuzelas. Crazy ass noise makers. I hate them. The only time I plan to blow one of those is at Bill O'Reilly's funeral, and even then, I will hate it. Number 2. The bed intruder. He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up in a rape, so you'll need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, 'cause they are raping everybody out here. Number 3. General Larry Platt. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. This guy is an American hero, please give him his due. But really, Lennox is a conqueror. No. I am Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I am from their cloth. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. I digress. Number 4. Epic Beard Man. I don't want anything to do with this man. Seriously, take his picture away, I'm so scared. Finally, number 5. Jimmy, the rent is too damn high, Macmillan. Jimmy, I wanna have your baby. Jesus lizards, I wish I had not said that now. Let's get back to Hesh and Monkey in the studio for more Keep It in the Circus.
Yeehaw. What do you know, we're back and we are still alive.
Speak for yourself, the zombie apocalypse is upon us.
You ever have one of those shits where you actually sit on the toilet and cry as it's coming out?
I was on the pot the other day, and it felt like there were 1,000 leprechauns with 1,000 little pitchforks were chopping away at my bunghole. Then some dude came over with a blowtorch and lit all the leprechauns on fire, and they were all running around my taint on fire screaming all the while still chopping away. Then they decided to all burrow into my butthole to get away from the blowtorch dude. The blowtorch dude tried to get in too. He kept tugging and tugging on my bunghole to make it big enough for him to fit, but it wasn't having any of it. Finally it was time to wipe. It was one of those times where you wish you could just sit in a pool of cool water instead of scrubbing away at your crack, which never seemed to get clean. Finally I just shoved a wad of toilet paper in the crack and went on my way. It pretty much sucked.
I think this only happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays for me. Except there aren't any leprechauns with pitchforks. Instead it feels like someone is wiping my ass with a 50-foot razor blade, then it gets stuck in the crack of my ass, and they lift me up in the air about 30 feet and I slowly slide down the razor blade into a pool of rubbing alcohol. Do you ever get that? Maybe it's just the leprechauns.
Leprechauns are not to be trusted. Didn't your moms ever teach you that when you were little?
You are correct, Hesh. Leprechauns are our worst nightmare. I'm currently undergoing double not secret espionage training in order to infiltrate the leprechaun secret training facility. Once inside, I will disguise myself and bring down the leprechaun faction from the inside. To do this, I will need 2 things, my ball weevil and my elf power decoder ring, limited edition. Before I go, though, I must say that I die for the freedom of bungholes and taints around the world.
Infiltrate the leprechaun secret training facility. Bring down the leprechaun faction from the inside. You've been watching way too much CNN, my friend.
Is it possible to lead a normal life and as tall as Macho Man Randy Savage? I mean seriously, the guy is like 2 feet tall. He does have a few things going for him though, like he has a cool hat and stuff. I think Hesh is crazy and should have his brain removed. I'm not kidding.
Brain removed? Heck, you could remove my head and half my torso, and I'd still tower over that dwarf Randy Savage. Seriously, that dude is so short he has to look up to pee. I do give him props on the hat no. And as for cheeky monkey, I hope you wake up in the middle of the night really hungry and accidentally eat your own liver.
Thanks a lot D-Bag. Let's move to the next segment. Straight out of Brook Hizzle. It's the musical stylings of the Natural Selectors. Wow. Big thank you to the Natural Selectors. DJ Hank Dirtlip and DJ Skip Savage.
What would hurt worse? Having your dick sharpened in a pencil sharpener, or having your dick slowly bit off by a pack of fire ants?
That's about enough, Hesh. You need to lay off the alcohol. Besides, if you keep ranting we won't have anything to talk about in the next episode.
Straight cash homie.
Yes, straight cash homie. From all of us at Keep It in the Circus. Peace, love and death metal.